Alright, looking around the room, I can see at least a few of you own a console or a platform, or at least played games on your phone. Now, it was said on BigFish.com by an article by Lisa Glenule that the gaming culture is one of the fastest growing communities there is today. Now, I would like to show you our iconic symbol, the controller. Well, there's many different versions of it in every single way, and it hasn't always meant what it always meant, but today it means a better thing. But I'd like to talk to you about it. Now, first, I will tell you about the history about the controller and how it's changed from back then, before the 2000s to above the 2000s. And then afterwards, I will tell you about how I identify with the controller and the gaming culture. Now, the controller. Back then, people thought of gamers as kind of like lazy, maybe even not very creative and not intellectual. And they really frowned upon us back then. And then they also thought of us as violent people because of games like Mortal Kombat, Doom, and of course Grand Theft Auto. But then after the 2000s, people started to realize that we weren't violent, we were actually pretty smart, and we were actually pretty creative people. Some of the things that could support this is the game called Portal 1 or 2. This is a very high intense critical thinking puzzle game, as I like to consider it. You have to think outside the box, otherwise you're just going to be stuck on the level for who knows how many days. Some people haven't even passed it, some of the people I know. I passed it, of course. And then there's Minecraft, of course. Some of you might find it boring, but Minecraft is the most creative game I have ever seen. It's very simple, but the things people do in it is outstanding. They created music in Minecraft. They have recreated the Death Star in Minecraft, full model. They even have interior and all. And then it's crazy. We are smart people. That not only is that skillfulness in there, but there's also intellect in recreating the Death Star. So now I told you how we changed and how the controller now symbolizes a more intellectual, creative race of people. But I would like to now talk to you about how I identify with the controller and the culture. Now, I've been playing games since I was about 4 or 5 years old. My first game station, PlayStation 2, first game, Jack and Dexter, Precursor Legend, I believe. And my mom came from the generation that wasn't very fond of games. So I was only allowed to play 3 days out of the week, which was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This was a high intense challenge for me because I had to learn how to play a game quick, had to remember the controls for the next time I came into it, and I had to become a master at it within at least 2 days. And this actually manifested into a skill I use today. I learned pretty fairly well. I remember people's names and things and subjects and all that fairly easily. And it doesn't take me long for things to process within my mind. I could think faster because of games, and this is how gaming has helped me. But then my mom realized I am not a violent human being. I'm actually pretty smart. I'm okay. I'm smart, and I'm somewhat creative. So she released the restrictions upon me, and I was able to play at my leisure anytime I want. Of course, I still focus on school and all that. And because of this, I got an Xbox 360 from my uncle, who was generous enough to send me a broken Xbox. But still, we got it fixed, and I started playing on it. And immediately, I went to online gaming. This was completely different from single player because I had to learn teamwork and communication skills. This was quite hard for the first 3 days. But after a while, I picked it up, and I started learning lingo, UP, OP, and then there's League of Legends terms bot, jung, top, sup, which is support, and TY, thank you, and all those things. And that's how things started to roll on. And then I went to high school, found a group of people, played online. They play online. They all had experience. We started up a team, and for Call of Duty, we dominated everyone. We were the best there is because we had teamwork and communication skills, and of course strategy. That was a big one. We won. We even made it to the highest division for Call of Duty, and I didn't even do that much work. I was just a sniper. So I did not quickscope. I am a very honorable sniper. So that's how gaming has influenced me. And not only that, but even outside the gaming world, in school, if I was paired in a team, I would do pretty well. We would breeze through all our projects. It was easy, and I usually have to become a leader because I don't know why some people weren't. They just sometimes we want to hang out, but yeah, that's how it went on, and I think that's all.
Something you did well.
He had really good projection, and the organization